This trick is called Champion Sodbuster. It goes like this. It's basically 2 inverse squeezes in the same hand. The trick itself is actually really simple, but the execution of it is a little difficult since it requires you to hold 2 Zippos in one hand. Basically, the inverse squeeze is where you have your index and middle finger on the bottom of the Zippo, your thumb on the lid of the Zippo, and the hinge is pointing towards your pinky. And that would be the inverse squeeze. What this trick does is uses 2 inverse squeezes, one on each Zippo, in the same hand. So you would hold one Zippo between your index finger and your thumb, and then you would just do that squeeze. And then you would also hold the second Zippo between the palm of your hand and your middle and ring fingers. So basically it would look like that, where you have one Zippo between the thumb and index finger, and the other one grip between your palm and your middle and ring fingers. And you would have to do the squeeze at the same time. So you should really practice each squeeze individually. The first one is pretty simple. It's just like the regular inverse squeeze, except you're just taking your middle finger out of the equation. And then you have to practice controlling the squeeze, because since you only have 2 fingers on it, there's a good chance that the Zippo can fly out of your hands. The other squeeze, where the Zippo is resting against your palm, also requires a little practice since it's not really a squeeze that you generally do. This actually helps to see how good your squeeze fundamentals are, because if they're not that good, if you're not very smooth with your squeezes, there's a good chance the lighter just won't open. But basically it's the same concept as the regular squeeze, where you just slide the 2 fingers on the bottom of the Zippo down towards the cap, and then you would grip it in between your palm and your 2 fingers. After the squeezes, each Zippo is lit in turn with a snap of the fingers across the flint wheel. So I would suggest practicing both the trick with where you use both Zippos at once over something soft like a bed or carpeting, because most likely the first time you try and do both squeezes in this one hand, one or maybe even both of the Zippos will just fly out of your hand. So yeah, once again,